Troops make gains and recover weapons of slain soldiers in Delta, says no hiding place for murders of 18 military personnel. You know, it is beginning to ick me. I feel very icked. I feel very triggered whenever I say this. Why? Because I felt these people have taken their pound of flesh. You have disorganized everything. It is like you were supposed to stay here and catch a rat. But because of you're angry that the rat ate your certificate, you left where you're supposed to look for it, and you're going to look for it, and as you are looking for it, the rat escaped, and in you going to look for it, you smashed some foodstuffs, you render some foodstuffs useless. You know the detail, please. Organs of slain soldiers traced, recovers, declares viral video of suspect narrows investigation to persons of interest. Troops will continue to take the risk to defend the nation. The military high command has made some gains and advances, and in its quest to unravel masterminds in the attack at Okwama, Delta State, where officers and men of the armed forces were assassinated. As they have recovered weapons of the slain soldiers, they were carted away by the attackers in ambush. The recovery has inched them closer to unraveling those that carried out the attack, as some dismembered organs of the victim and parts allegedly removed from them have been recovered. Pointing to positive application of intelligence with the recoveries, the defense headquarters therefore declared that there was no hiding place for the assassinators of 18 senior officers and soldiers in Okwama. He said the viral video of a suspect who claimed to have masterminded the assassination had hanged the direction of the investigation and narrowed the investigation to persons of interest. A male suspect in the video had claimed responsibility for the assassination, insinuating that the military personnel took sides in the conflict between two communities in the area. Defense headquarters also called on the Delta State government and the host communities to provide assistance to ensure that the culprits were fished out. An update on the attack issued by Defense headquarters said there was no hiding place for the perpetrators. Troops have continued the manhunt for the perpetrators of the barbaric assassination of 18 soldiers that occurred on 14th March 2024. Accordingly, clearance operations as well as condone and search were conducted, among other things, to recover the weapons of the deceased soldiers, it said. It stated that some of the communities in which streams have operated are Akugbene, Okwama, and Okoloba communities in Ugeli and Ugeli South of Delta State. Others include Okwama, Amosamo, Akwagbe, and Akwaravelan, Pirigbene, Igbomatoro communities, all in Delta State. The decomposing hats of some of the soldiers were recovered during search, while the manhunt continues with no significant arrests yet made. The update issued by the Director of Defense Media Operations (DDMO), Major General Edward Buba, said the armed forces will continue to confront the challenge of insecurity. Significantly, there is a viral video of a person admitting to have perpetrated the assassination of the soldier in Delta State. The video, among other things, helps to narrow investigation to persons of interest and cohorts. Accordingly, the state government and host communities of these personalities are required to assist the ongoing investigation to flush them out. There can be no hiding place for perpetrators if such does deadly act against our nation. This is a clear call to duty by members of those communities and the state government, it said. Continuing the statement, they said, and I quote, "The ongoing counterinsurgency and counter-terrorist operation across the country is a fight for our sovereignty and the territorial integrity of the nation. Troops will continue to put themselves in harm's way in order to protect and secure citizens of the country. Consequent upon this operation, troops rescued several kidnapped hostages, reunited them with their loved ones. Troops also disrupted untoward activities of terrorists by preventing them from carrying out acts of terror or harming citizens. On general operations, Buba said 106 terrorists were assassinated, while 103 others were arrested, even as 40 illegal refineries were destroyed. Across theaters of operation in the country, troops during the week neutralized 106 terrorists and made 103 arrests. Troops also arrested 22 perpetrators of oil theft and rescued 96 kidnapped hostages. In the South, troops denied oil theft of the estimated sum of 754,149,600 naira. Furthermore, troops recovered 171 assorted weapons and 2,452 assorted ammunition. The breakdown as follows: 47 AK-47 rifles, 1 PKT gun, 18 pump-action rifles, 17 locally fabricated guns, 14 DIN guns, 12 locally fabricated pistols, 1 fabricated revolver, 1 hand grenade, 81 mm mortar bomb, 1 mortar tube, and 4 bandolas, it said. It listed others to include 995 rounds of 7.62 mm special ammo, 468 rounds of 7.62 mm NATO, 317 live cartridges, 125 rounds of 9 mm ammo, 313 rounds of 7.62 by 54 mm ammo, 13 rounds of 7.62 by 51 mm 19 rounds of 7.62 by 39 mm, 167 empty shells of 7.62 mm special ammo, 45 empty shells of 7.62 mm NATO, 72 empty cases of cartridges, 14 magazines, 10 vehicles, 23 motorcycles, 19 mobile phones, 1 bicycle, 4 Baofeng radios, and the sum of 112,920 naira, amongst other items. Troops in the Niger Delta area discovered and destroyed 51 dugger pits, 17 boats, 15 storage tanks, and 4 vehicles. Other items recovered during 21 cooking ovens. Other items recovered include 21 cooking ovens, 3 pumping machines, and 40 illegal refining sites. Troops recovered 772,450 liters of stolen crude oil, 80,530 liters of illegally refined AGO, and 1,500 liters of DPK, it said. Now, like I said in the beginning, that scenario, scratch that scenario I gave. It is just like they told you to stay here. They told you to stay here and catch a snake. They tell me stay here so that if the snake put head, you go come out the head of the snake. Now you can't leave where the snake go there because the snake bites somebody. You can't use the annoyance. You not go use annoyance now. You can't use the annoyance, leave the snake. Now the snake don't pass, enter, can't go bite other people with it. And those other people now they're on the verge of death. Now waiting Nigerian military do. I'm not saying they should not have, gone after the killers, but gone after them with a clear head. You don't act impulsively. You go spoil things. I keep saying it that, see, if they come out and say they have caught those people, say to Allah, if you be seen innocent people, I didn't catch. Because you don't see where military people, they torture people. No, leave military people. You don't see where police, they torture people. If they torture you, you no go know. When you go talk, say you do it and you no do. That is my own. In order for you to get these people, this thing should not repeat itself. They should sound it. The federal government should sound it. In other cases, nobody is saying these people should not be punished, but they should make sure they catch people who committed the crime, because it would be a far greater crime to catch an innocent person and accuse the person as guilty. On this note, you have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time. Enjoy.